Namaskar. Good morning. It's morning here, one fine spring morning, and good evening to you all. I just want to take a moment to wish you all, brothers and sisters, the very best for the Vishu and Tamil New Year and the festive season. So may good Lord provide this new year with good health and prosperity. With that wishes, let me thank Professor Sreekumar, Raghavan and Professor Varghese Pantalukaran. My mom always says, be thankful. Okay, I'm going to say why I said this. So what does a student want? I'm going to get to the question. And I'm very pleased that Dr. Benedict pointed out that United States ranks number one in innovation and things like that. That is because the system is there. So I've been given only 9 minutes, but I want to cover things from a different perspective. It's been thrill and it's been an enjoyment to listen to Mr. Matthews and Dr. Benedict and then the MSc, Mr. Raghavan. So what does a student want? See, this is the most important thing. Why do we study? That the studying should lead to something productive. Otherwise, nobody will study. This is basic law for Newton as well. Action should have reaction. Here, reaction should be life enhancement. First and foremost, there needs to be a life enhancement because Dr. Benedict said one of his students' parents said, would that get you a job? So, a student should look into three. In last presentation, I always give an analogy of a stool or a table to make things easier. In the last discussion, I talked about a stool having 3 legs, F, S, flexibility, freedom, and shared governance. That's what NEP 2020 does. And yes, and a progressive arm of NEP 2020 is CUET. That is what it does. Now, what does a student want? A student has to imagine himself to be a 3-legged stool, of course, with life and emotion and vibration and things like that. But he should focus on 3 legs. First and foremost, PCP. He needs to have a fulfilling profession. Profession means that gets him an improved lifestyle. Everybody will have a lifestyle. So no doubt about it. But enhanced and improved lifestyle. And if that enhancement of lifestyle helps to nurture his passion, which I'm glad Mr. Raghavan alluded to, and while he has a profession which gives him an enhanced lifestyle, along the way fulfill his passion, that's what drummer Tom does. He should also build the character, PCP. That is what the system and NEP 2020 and CUT are trying to achieve. It's a good start in the right direction. How is United States doing? It's been 50 years. This started with University of California system, which is one of the world's leading public education system. Education for all at a good quality at an affordable price. This is the mantra. Some 50 years back, public institutions in the United States did it. Have they reached the utopia? They are inching there. So it's a long march. But they had the vision to provide a quality education. Quality doesn't mean only subject skill. Quality means expertise in the subject field as well as providing opportunities to fulfill their passion, whether it's in art, in theater, in public speaking, in culture, exploring the world, and so on and so forth. Profession, passion, along the way build character, contribution to the society, contribution to the family, contribution to your neighborhood, and contribution to the society at large. This is possible because everybody dreams to be in a utopia. So do Shakespeare. His life was gentle and the elements were so mixed that nature might stand up one day and say, this is the man, this is the woman. That's Mark Antony's in Julius Caesar. So The nature itself admires a person when he has lived a fulfilled life. Sreekumar asked me to talk about a fulfillment of a student's life. Fulfillment of a student life is to achieve some level of admiration. You don't have to worry about what others admire, as long as you are able to be admired by your own conscience that you did something good. There was the man, there was the woman, as Shakespeare alludes to in Julius Caesar. So that could be done if you choose a profession that should get you some living, right? Along the way, that profession should yield space, which Dr. Benedict talked about it. It should yield some space and room for you to nurture your profession. That is what the system should do, and it is again a shared responsibility. Government's responsibility, parents' responsibility, journalists' responsibility, teachers' responsibility. So how do you do that? This is what the NEP does it. This is what the Western system, particularly the United States system, has been offering for nearly 5 decades. After the World War II, the system started evolving like that. How do they do? There's one step further. I would encourage the academicians and media and public people like Sreekumar, Raghavan put forth is you should have some qualifying structure, which is the 10th and 10 plus 2 and so on and so forth, structured education. And second, it should have some kind of a national level testing, which is what CUET does. But we shouldn't stop at that. There may be opportunities one should keep on. America believes in providing opportunities. A person can go to medical school even when he is 50. There's no barrier to that. We may not be able to do that in India because there are resources constrained. But other thing is, a structured education, a national level qualifying examination should not be alone suffice. There should be also other venues for students to express their interest and passion. That American institutes do by asking students. You can't interview everybody. It's not possible at UG level. They ask the students to write an essay. Tell me about yourself. Just a page. Right? Tell me about yourself. So that's where you express your passion. Okay, I want to have a life, but my interest is being a percussionist. My interest is being an artist. Where is the space in the structured entrance test also to do that? Because you are only limited to take 6 subjects. What if that in the 6 subjects, 3 subjects is what I want, and I have not done NCERT on it? So there should be one more step, climbing the rung at the ladder, which the government of India should think. I'm trying to write to the Ministry of Human Resources as well, hopefully soon, that they should also have an opportunity provided to students like Nandana and Devanand to say, express themselves. What do I want to do? What I want to get out of it. See, that's what the thing what CUET does, is to connect the dots and provide opportunities to link these missing links. So what do I want to do? Okay, I want to have a life, but at the same time I want to do, this is my passion. So profession, passion, and while this is what Mr. Raghavan asked, you can't go and take a job that suffocates you, which Google and Apple, they all do now, right? They create public place. While you, as a money-making for-profit corporates, they have been given some projects. But there are spaces during lunch times, during break times, they create general spaces where people talk about it, which is very well established in United States and in certain European countries, that you are allowed to do, express your passion, form some groups which is governed by shared governance principle, that a Google employee 10 people, I'm interested in writing essays, I'm interested in playing in Indian art and culture. You do it, which will not be a barrier, and these have been found, in fact, to enrich and enhance productivity. So there needs to be, the system has to provide space, maybe in a structured or in an unstructured way, where people can also express their passion and provide opportunity to grow the passion. Once they provide this, automatically the professional development will come. So the CUT should also give an opportunity in terms of essays, because for a large country like India, it's not possible to go on one-on-one interview. Even if it's only 1% of the populace that is taking CUT, it is impossible. So I think from practical point of view, there should be some avenues provided in the system and the structure to express the passion as well. So professional thing, which everybody should take care. Otherwise, Nandana's mom and dad will not be happy. Devanand's mom and dad will not be happy, right? So you should have, this is the base. It's like a basement of a building. Then other things are like artistic development and embellishments. It's like an icing. It's gravy, right? It's an icing on the cake. So that should be there. I am glad that CET and CUET and NEP are doing. It would, little bit embellishment to that will help, right? Then, if you are able to provide this space, right, then I am sure, based on the established results, based on earlier research, based on proven facts, it is possible that overall development will take place. You don't have to only worry about entrepreneurship. You worry about creativity, ingenuity, right? Entrepreneurship can be viewed as only esoteric to business and engineering and biomedicine and medicine and so on and so forth. But if you just do this, and the stool, if its stool stands on 3 legs, then creativity will blossom. When creativity will blossoms, then it's going to be economic development. When there is an economic development, nobody is worried about what degree my kid takes, right? Because basic necessities are fulfilled in a good way. That's what Scandinavian countries, Finland is excelling in education, because nobody is worried. Basic necessities are fulfilled. When basic necessities are fulfilled, it doesn't matter whether my son is an engineer or to electrical engineer or a biomedical scientist. It doesn't matter. But that's a national structure. We don't have to worry. But this is the thing we should. I am very positive that 30 years back when I did my undergrad in India, these things were not there. But India is doing good. And the next step, one should start somewhere, climb the ladder at each rung at a time. This will grow. And we have the base. And I am very pleased with Rajagiri Media that they have been doing these open forums, bringing people from around the world, whether it's Ukraine or me or people from United States, Florida, and so on and so forth, to bring these thoughts process. So professional development, opportunity to enrich their passion, along the way build the character. So PCP, this is what a student should think, and parents should think as well. So it's a two-way street. Students and parents should focus on PCP. That is the mantra. Thank you. Namaste.